Tell everyone hi. Okay. So you're gonna share? Are you gonna share? Can I sit down? Okay. Maybe you should not be by the flame. Okay. All right. Well, wait a second. Okay. I'm gonna tell everybody hi. Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess. Here's Nigel, still stage 5 clinger, and we want to talk today about books that are coming out next year that we're excited about, and by we, I mean me. Okay, so I've decided to split this video up. This is going to be middle grade and young adult books that are releasing next year, primarily fantasy and science fiction, but there may be a random contemporary in there or historical fiction. And I just want to say that I'm upset at these publishers, these illustrators, because I can't keep up, okay? There's too many books coming out and these covers just keep getting more beautiful every year. Cut it out. Don't cut it out, but I'm just saying there's so much I can't keep up, but let's go through them. Most of them I have looked at the synopsis. Not the whole thing. I've gotten some keywords out, a few sentences, because I don't like to read the full synopsis of a book. I think it gives too much away. So I'm just going to give you, some tropes, some themes, just some little buzzwords about the books. And then if you want to look them up further, feel free. So let's start. We're going to start with middle grade. So the first up on January 5th, we have Root Magic by Eden Royce. So this is a historical ghost story set in South Carolina during the 1960s. And Eden Royce is from South Carolina. So I said historical ghost story set in 1960s South Carolina. So we've got two twins and they're also dealing with schools integrating during that time. And then they're turning 11 and their uncle is going to teach them root work, which is African American magic. So that includes potions and powders, but it goes beyond that and they're gonna figure that out. There's probably other things that are gonna happen, but that was enough to sell me. Also on January 5th is City of the Plague God by Sarwat Chadha. So this is under the Rick Riordan Presents imprint, publishing house, imprint. I haven't read any, Nigel. I haven't read any of those books yet, which is shame on me. I did request Aru Shah and the End of Time from the library, but I haven't gotten to it yet. But all I saw that made me want to read this one was an adventure based on ancient Mesopotamian mythology. And honestly, the cover. There's a lot of them in here that I'm like, the cover, and then it's like a POC author, and I'm like, okay, perfect. Nigel, okay, come here. Okay. Oh my God. Please. I cannot afford another laptop. Okay, this one is definitely the one I'm most excited for in middle grade, and it is Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Alston. This comes out on January 19th, so this is literally Black Girl Magic. So Amari, her brother Quentin, goes missing, and he is like this golden boy, this great kid, and she's wondering why the authorities are not more concerned that he's missing. So she's doing her own research, her own looking, and I guess she goes into his closet. She finds this briefcase that's actually addressed to her and looks inside, and I guess her brother nominated her for tryouts for so she's been nominated for a summer tryout at the secretive Bureau of Supernatural Affairs. So there's gonna be mermaids, dwarves, yetis, and magicians, and a competition. So I'm sold. I'm really excited about that one, and that's the first in a series. So there's Sisters of the Neversea by Cynthia Leddick Smith. I might be saying that wrong. That comes on June 1st. And she is of the Muskogee Creek Nation. And so it says she shifts the focus from the boy who won't grow up to Native American Lily and English Wendy, stepsisters who must face dangers and wonders to find their way back to the family they love. So it's like a Peter Pan retelling, I think, but it sounds really good. Okay, sorry about that. I had to go take my ice cream out of the ice cream maker, and Nigel is downstairs with his fascia, but it is 3:59. I am quickly losing sunlight. So I think I was at the last one on my middle grade list for next year was Weird Kid by Greg Von Eekhout. Comes out July 20th. And what got me was E.T. meets Harriet the Spy, which love both, but especially Harriet the Spy. And it said, this is a middle grade adventure about a boy trying to find his place in the world, even though he's an alien from a distant planet. So that really sounds good to me. But so those are my highly anticipated middle grades. I may come across some other ones. There's also some backlist ones that I want to catch up on, but those are the new releases that sounded really good to me. So young adult. All right, starting off the year, January 12th, we got Concrete Rose by Angie Thomas, the author of The Hate U Give. So this is a prequel, I guess, to The Hate U Give. It's set 17 years before the events of The Hate U Give, and it's following Star's dad, Maverick Carter. And that's all I know, and I'm gonna keep it like that. I think the cover's really cool, so I'm excited about that one. Then this one is like, I guess put a little asterisk by it. Across the Green Grass Fields by Shawnee McGuire. So this is the 6th in the Wayward Children series. I recently started this series and I love them. I'm shocked because before I never wanted to read them, but I've read the first 2 and think they're great. So I do plan on catching up and getting to that one. I'm not there yet, but I just wanted to mention it. It also comes out January 12th. Then I've got Yesterday is History by Kosoko Jackson that comes out on February 2nd. So this says Andre Cobb receives a liver transplant and gains the gift of time travel. So he's dropped into 1969 and he makes a connection with a boy named Michael. What? A liver transplant that grants you time travel? Very interested to see what that one ends up being. Then I have The Gilded Ones by Namina Forna on February 9th. So this one is mostly about the cover because it's beautiful. The blurb talks about Decca, the main character, and she's living in anticipation of this blood ceremony where they draw your blood, and it's either red or it's gold. Red, you could stay in the community, and gold, you don't, I think. You have to die or you're exiled. So of course she's hoping for red blood, and then at her ceremony, it's gold. Uh-oh. So I didn't look any more than that one. I think this is West African inspired, so definitely want to give that one a chance. Another one is Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Booley that comes out on March 2nd. The cover is beautiful. And this is as a biracial, unenrolled tribal member and the product of a scandal, 18-year-old Donis, or is it Donise Fontaine? I'm not sure, has never quite fit in. She dreams of studying medicine. Her family is struck by a tragedy and she has to put her future on hold to help take care of her mother. And then she witnesses a murder and somehow gets sucked into the investigation. So a lot of that called to me, but especially the cover. And then this, I'm not excited about this one, but I'm going to read it, so I'm going to mention it. It's Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo. It's the 2nd book after King of Scars, which I think this is just a duology. I hope it's just a duology. I didn't love King of Scars, if you don't know, but I love Nikolai. He is definitely my favorite character from the Shadow and Bone trilogy. So I was really excited he was getting his own book. It's not his own book, but I'm going to read it to see what happens, how the story concludes, and that comes out March 30th. Then I've got Witches Steeped in Gold by Sienna Smart that comes out on April 20th. The cover, oh my God, they are every year it gets better. It's beautiful, it's beautiful. And then it said, divided by their caste, united by their vengeance. Irea has spent her life in a cell, but every day brings her closer to freedom and vengeance. So the cover, and then I saw vengeance, and I was like, mwah. Black author, chef's kiss, I'm ready, I'm ready. Then this one, The Ones We're Meant to Find by Joanne He. And this one is a young adult science fiction novel. And it said, C awoke on an abandoned island 3 years ago. No clue how she got there. And it says she only has a rickety house, an old android, and a single memory. She has a sister and needs to find her. So that one sounds really good. And this is so weird. I don't know why, but this cover, and then I read the synopsis and I was like, should I give it a chance? And I have not read this author's previous work. So this is Realm Breaker by Victoria Aveyard, who wrote the Red Queen series. Never read it, and then I don't have any desire to read it. But this comes out May 4th. And what I saw that intrigued me were End of the World. And I saw her pirate mother sails away to adventures she never shares with her daughter. And then an immortal and deadly assassin appears on Coraine, our main character's doorstep, to tell her she's a member of a dying bloodline and the only one who could save the world. So she takes the chance to take her own adventure. And it sounds intriguing, and it doesn't hurt to try the first book. This is a new series to see if I like it. Obviously, I think Red Queen might have been her first work. So I'm hoping she's obviously progressed since then, and I'm willing to give this one a try. For a second, I thought something was on fire. And then the last one I have on this list is The Darkness Outside Us by Elliot Schrafer, I think. It's out June 1st. And I'm only gonna say this: 2 boys alone in space. I'm ready. Look at this cover. That's literally, I stopped reading after that. I was like, okay, put it on my list. I'm definitely trying to read more queer stories in 2021, stories by more Black authors, POC authors, and I have some Black authors on here, Indigenous, Asian authors, so I'm excited. So I put my list together by watching a ton of videos, and there were so many, but these were like the top ones, but there were some other ones that were appealing to me. So I want to link all their videos down below. You should definitely check out their channels. So I watched a video from Gavin, from Elena, from Steph, Bethany, Ashley, and Mara. I will link all of their videos and channels down below, all incredible booktubers. And then from some of them, I also got some pics from my adult video that will be coming soon. But I just wanted to split these up so they're not super long, which makes it honestly easier on me, so I'm being lazy. But those are my middle grade and young adult most anticipated for next year. And this could always change. This isn't an exhaustive list. And then a lot of books that usually come out in the fall aren't always announced or have a date out yet. So I will probably see more books as the year goes on that I want to read. But let me know any middle grade or young adult books you're excited about that I can put on my radar. Are you going to read any of those? Or have you already read? Some of them come out next month, so some people have already read arcs of them. But just let me know down in the comments. I hope you give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Check out my description box. There's always links to lots of information to my social media. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye!